He is the creator and sustainer of all the worlds, whether those worlds are known or unknown to mankind.
Fuzzie Chicken.
Bok, mother cluckers, it is time once again for Fuzzie Chicken Plays With Himself Sims 4. We're on to episode 3 with Aytolhecru Secura. One thing I just wanted to point out, in the first episode I talked about the fact that she is a Twi'lek, and where that word comes from is the Twi'lek, and then I realized later on that I had never actually explained what that meant. You see these right here? These are her leku, those tentacle-looking things. So that's what actually gives the Twi'lek their name as a race, is their Twi'lek on the back of their head. And if you learned something there, go ahead and give yourself 10 XP on your character sheet for an increase in nerd knowledge. What else is going on today? So I'm working on a few minor tweaks to get video settings down. It's a process, so thank you very much, number one, for your support in everything. Not all of the support comes through YouTube. I get it through private channels, mostly from friends right now, who realize that I'm experimenting and trying new things. So I do appreciate that. Just wanted to let you guys know. I love it that you guys like things. Her social's a little low. We'll work on that later. What else? Well, like I was saying, and this is another thing to bring up. Looking over yesterday's episode, there were a couple of things that I didn't explain very thoroughly. And so that's something that I could definitely do better. Let's not play darts, let's eat. Because you're hungry, eat your scrambled eggs. Forget the darts. And I'm doing it again. So one thing I noticed was that sometimes I get a little distracted with what my sim is doing, and I kind of leave off on a thought. And sometimes I don't come back to that thought for a while. So I apologize for that. That's something that I need to be more aware of, and I promise to do that. I promise to a conscious effort that if I start into something thought-wise, I go ahead and complete it before I move on. Or at least I'll get back to it and finish it, at the very least. Hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a great day this morning. Shiban, welcome to Mindful Awareness. Aytolhecru, try starting a gathering from the club. You know what? That's another thing. One of the purposes of me getting into this was to explore, get together, and I haven't actually been doing a whole lot with the clubs so far. Outside of the first episode, in the last episode, we really didn't even touch the clubs at all. So, let's see, her fun's going up, her social's a little low. I told her to go jogging because she needs to go jogging. She's got work in 2 hours, so let's turn off the TV. And we will clean that up when we are done jogging. Here's another little trick that I keep forgetting to use, is that you can actually follow your sim using the right mouse button on your sim's portrait down here. Oh, she's wearing the Fuzzie Chicken shirt. That's her athletic outfit, I forget. Another quick note, something that I haven't really mentioned before, is that I'm actually using the Sims 3 camera setup. That was an option they left in for the Sims 4, and I highly thank Maxis for it, because it makes things so much easier for me, coming from Sims 3. Oh, stop. So she's got work in 49 minutes. Who's this? Bernard Craig. I don't know you, Bernard, at all. Let's have an introduction here. Don't put up your dish. You can do that after work. Your social's low. Oh. Wow. It's just like people falling out of the sky right into our front yard. Ask Bernard about his career. Tell him an outrageous story. That's odd. Maybe that's part of a trait of being good.
Benarla Roy, a blish, Bina Garza Fwib. Gelnablash.
The reason I say that is that you might have a
Cool.
funny story usually if they're in a fine mood, but usually they have to be in some sort of a playful or a goofy mood to tell an outrageous story. That bumped her social. Introduce yourself to Alexia Blackman. Yes, in the street. Oh, Alexia's embarrassed because she's standing in the street, apparently.
Shusa. Shusa. Oh.
Wow, you're quiet. I don't want to insult her. She's already embarrassed. Let's do something. You know what? Aytolhecru is nice, so let's see if there's anything here that we can do. Let's fire her up. Let's do that. That would be a nice thing.
Usanet Pandole. Oh, Charky Gelna. Wabisu? Gelbator! Yakani.
Yeah! Get some! Well, that helped. Where are we at on our time for work? 9 minutes. Well, good luck with that. And now we'll have her do her dish. Clean that up. Fast forward because we don't really care. Alright, well, Aytolhecru is back from work. She was promoted to head dishwasher, which is awesome. She got a $1 an hour raise and a bonus of $334 and a corporate chic countertop. Let's take a look at that item really quick. Maybe it's better than what we're using already. I don't know. So those items are going to be found... Oh, that's kind of nice. These items obviously are found here in your family inventory. So let's replace the Blandco countertop with the new hotness. Oh shoot, I just sold that one. Undo. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and replace these and we'll be right back. Cool. Well, we are back, and one thing I learned is that apparently if you click on this hygiene button when they are really low, when you're getting that little, let's see, our toilet paper down here. So you can click on these icons, and your sim will actually take care of that need. They might not do it in the way that you want, but I'm going to go ahead and click on fun, since that seemed to be a large part of what we were doing yesterday was getting her fun up so that she wasn't so tense at work. And let's see what she actually does. I'm going to guess she plays darts. So to be promoted now, she needs to reach the level 2 cooking skill. Oh, okay. So I didn't realize the cooking was going to be such a large part of her job as a dishwasher. But I guess you got to start somewhere in the culinary career. So start off learning how to make a few basic dishes and move on to mixology. Fill all the needs! Interesting, so for fun it looked like she grabbed a book. Maybe she enjoys reading? Maybe that's fun for her? I don't know. I enjoy reading. I just didn't give her any particular traits that I thought would actually match that. And now she's tense. So let's have her clean up that plate. When does she work next? 3 days. Awesome! Awesome. It is Aytolhecru's weekend. Let's go swimming. We got this luxury pool last time. We said we were going to go skinny dipping, and then we got completely sidetracked. So, promises fulfilled. We will skinny dip in our pool today. You know what? She did get this 334 simoleon bonus. That's enough to buy another square of pool. I really want to see her use the 1x1 though. This is going to be great. And she's in. And because she's nude, she took off her Twi'lek cap.
Go now.
Did she just relieve herself? Oh, it's because she's tense. Wonder what happens if she increases her fun at all. If we actually give her that extra square of pool. $300 simoleons. I started to say yesterday that you could actually drown a drain in a... Drown a drain. You could actually drown a sim in a pool simply by not putting a ladder in, and I don't think that that's the case in this one. I think they actually can get out, but just for kicks, let's put one in. Because we don't want to drown her. She still needs her fun to raise. You know what? I think it's time that Aytolhecru started her own group, because that's what we're here for, right? So we've got, she's in mindful awareness, which she's never hung out with. That would also help raise her fun. Going and doing a little bit of yoga, getting a massage might be great for her, although I don't know if I want to pay for that right now. Let's create a club. So, just to give you an idea of what's going on here, in the Get Together Create a Club menu, so we've got our requirements. That means that we have open invitation, we have invite only, but then we also have these requirements. So, an admission rule, we can choose age, right? We don't want children in our club, so you can be an adult, a young adult, I guess an elder, and a teen. Why not? So that's good. That'll just keep that will keep the children out of our club. And if you had a younger sim, obviously they could do children only, and they could do a little backyard club or something where they go out and build forts or whatever sim children do. I don't really know. I don't play with sim children much. You can choose by career, so you could have just writers, you could have just painters, you could have just manual laborers. So you could even form a union, apparently. It's not going to protect your job. Marital status. Not married? Does it matter? Do I care? Let's ignore that for now because I don't really care. Financial status, I don't really care. Trait, I don't really care. Just looking through the list right now, and there's nothing that I'm seeing that I'm going, well, we need that trait. Skill levels, don't really care. So for now, let's stick with age as a requirement. Just no kids, essentially. I don't have anyone that I really want to add. Perhaps Siobhan, because she's invited me to 2 clubs now. Actually, no, she didn't. Sophia invited me to the Paragons, that's right. Club activities, this is the next thing I want to choose. So you can choose between band activities and things that the club can do. And these activities are going to be things that actually raise the club's points. As I showed you in the first episode, the clubs earn points, and when they earn points, you can get these bonuses, which can in turn improve the club. So I'm going to choose mixed bar drinks. That's one of our club activities that will earn people points and makes people happy in the club. We're also going to choose drink bar drinks because that makes a lot of sense. If you're going to make the drinks, you should also drink them. Eat food. There's much more. Let's see. Shrink that. Hobbies. Play pub games. Now, there is an existing club in the default get-together pack, and I forget what it's called. Their logo is... It's not the cocktail class, although I think that's what I'm going to use here. But they get together and play pub games at bars and things like that. It's the Good Timers or something. I don't really remember. So, club activities. Object, watch movies. So maybe the club watches movies together. That might be fun with the new stuff. Outdoors, social. Tell jokes, scare people, kiss people, hug people, fight, be romantic, be mischievous, be funny. We're not really comedians, but let's just say be friendly, right? Don't be a jerk. Be friendly to everyone. None of this paragons, let's be mean to the renegades. The renegades are another club, by the way. It's a little, not really confusing, I guess, but in the Sims 3 University Life, they had the nerds, the jocks, and the renegades were 3 different social groups, and it was simultaneously awesome and annoying because it was constantly updating you on your status in these groups, and if you did not hang out with someone from that group in a long time, then your status would fall. And it was just, yeah, it was one of those, just another like check mark, I guess. One of those things that if your sim is already way up in their career, don't be mean to anyone. If your sim is already up there in their career, then maybe it's another thing that you want to focus on, but otherwise, you didn't really have to ask for it. It would find you and just give you endless messages. Do not hack. I want to say do not use your alien powers, but you know what? I can't. I just can't do it. Aytolhecru might have to use her alien powers at some point, and I don't want to be responsible for making the group lose anything as a result of that, or causing disharmony. What else do we not want people to do? Do not use telescopes while at a club hangout. Alright, I think that's probably good enough. In fact, that's probably more than good. Who can we add? She doesn't know too many people. She knows 3 people. She has 3 acquaintances. Bernard Craig, who was outside of her house earlier, Sergio Romeo, and Tanya Bruno, who showed up to welcome her to the neighborhood. Let's put Tanya in. And we'll go ahead and leave it open invitation for now. We need a club name. You know what? Okay, I've got an idea. Wait. Oh, I can't. That is so bizarre. So I was thinking it might be kind of cool to do girls only, right? It's like a girls' night out type club where they get together, they make bar drinks, and they play games, and they do things. I don't know. Whatever ladies do on girls' night out. I don't really ask a lot of questions. Apparently, though, discriminating by gender is not a thing, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's okay for us to be geriatricophobe if we want, but we can't discriminate based on gender. I guess that's kind of good. But, you know, again, that's sort of a mixed feeling for me. I'm glad we're not discriminating on gender, but anyway, let's go ahead and enter a name. What is a good name for our club? The Womprats. Am I spelling that correctly? I don't think I am. I think it's actually... There we go. Now we need a description. Alright, at the last second, I went ahead and added that you must eat, or you can eat, for club activity. And that will give us some club points. We need to choose a hangout now. Any bar, any cafe, any bar. We don't really need a nightclub, we need a bar. I'm not really sure where we're at for time as far as this episode goes, but can't stop, shan't stop. Let's have a gathering. Alright, I took a brief break while I was waiting for the game to load. But let's go ahead and Womp Rats. Let's see. So, playing pub games. I don't even know. This must be the default bar for Oasis Springs. And to be honest, I don't know if this place even has pub games. Because the pub games were actually added. Order drink. Order drinks for group. The pub games were actually added with the Get Together pack, which means that the new neighborhood, the European Windenburg, I want to say, is probably the only one that has pub games in the bars right now, unless I go in and add them. You know what? That is going to be kind of a crucial thing, and if our default hangout, we can't... Wait. Is she an alien? I think she might be. I'm getting sidetracked. So if our default bar is going to be this one because it's the neighborhood that we live in, it's sort of important that we have pub games here to play. So let me go ahead and pause really quick, and we will take care of this. Alright, we're back. We are going to have Aytolhecru play darts with Tanya. That will give us some club points, that will raise their fun, that will raise their social. They will get to know each other better. So I added a dartboard, if you saw. I took out 2 chairs that were here because, my good heavens, we do not have a shortage of chairs in this bar. The other thing I did was I went out here and added a foosball table. And that's pretty much it. I was trying to see where else we could fit things. Oh, and the don't shake the llama table, don't wake the llama. I think it's don't wake the llama. Essentially, it's a, what's the word? Jenga tower. There we go. It's a Jenga tower type game where the llama sits on top and they pull out the logs until one of them tips the llama over. I believe you're also an alien. I believe this bar might be run... Oh, nope, it's just the lighting. They don't actually have green skin. She looks slightly less green, but that's probably what it was. Haha, Broswell. Oh. Another thing that we can do is set club uniforms. Do I want to do that? You know what? No. Well, no, we don't need a club outfit right now. Her food is a little low. I've told them to play Don't Shake the Llama, Don't Wake the Llama something. Order food. French fries, fish and chips, currywurst, bread rolls, bowl of olives, grab chips, pretzels, pita and hummus. That sounds great. Where is she going? I told her to talk to Alexia Blackman again. Maybe brighten her day, since she was so embarrassed before. So let me get this straight. She just went around the bar to grab her pita and hummus to come back around and sit down. Whatever. Don't argue with sim logic, I guess. This bartender's got some skills.
Flish? Hando.
Are you kidding? I'd love to join the Womp Rats. Well, you're a member. Do some nice stuff for Tanya as well. So our club points are already up to 234. Pretty good.
Snibara Watanini.
Sosham.
Karenzi.
Yunamith.
Is there anything we can afford at 238? We can make it a popular club. We can add a handshake. We can't add more members until 500. One thing we can do, see at 400 we can add a skill bonus to mixology, which means that your Sims will gain the mixology skill faster while in the club. So that's definitely something that can benefit us. Club vibe. What is this? I haven't even looked at this. Angry club vibe? No, definitely not. Confident club vibe. Oh, and there's even stronger. Strongest angry, energized, flirty, focused, sad. Okay, so these are moods. Oh, okay. Inspired. I don't know if I really want to go flirty, because it's not really the focus. The focus is just on getting together and having a great time. But inspired really helps with your cooking and mixology skills. So I don't know. I don't know if I want something like that. Well, we don't have to worry about that right now. Let's save up some more points and get some of these other social bonuses, like friendly bonus. That'll really benefit us in the long run. And we're only 50 points away from that. We'll hit that pretty quickly. How are our needs? Our needs are pretty good. Shaban wants to hang out tonight. We don't have to work. We're already pretty good on our needs. If I respond to this, I'm afraid it's going to pull us out of our club gathering. So let's go ahead and ignore it for now. Thank you, Shaban. We will take a brain check. Oh, Tanya's a little hot-headed. I might have pointed this out before, but in our social interactions here, if we discuss interests, the ones that have the little green thumbs up means that it will add to club points, and the ones that have the red thumbs up, I believe, mean that they will not add to club points, might even take them away. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit that bladder icon, and this should take her to the correct bathroom, without me having to do anything. This is the women's room. Alright. Well, that solves my whole issue of the gender bathroom thing. Of course, it doesn't really solve a transgender character issue, but I kind of figured, you know, you can do that in other creative ways, I suppose, if you want a transgender sim. Who do I want to play with? I played with Tanya, and I know... Oh, we can all play together. Okay. Oh, you know what? We've played darts already. Let's do this together. Let's do the, don't wake the llama, don't shake the llama, whatever.
Ooh. Ooh, she.
Oh, they're gonna play darts without me. That's cool.
Sapola?
Wow, this bar is really filling up. Oh, we've got 300 points. Awesome. That means we can... What is this? Upgrade one more sim. Don't really care about that right now. But let's get our friendly bonus in there. And now, this will improve the chance of success when using friendly socials while in a club gathering. That's going to be very handy for us. Her hunger is getting a little low, and we've probably been on this club outing for several hours. Let's go ahead and end the gathering. And click on this little icon to go home. Stop playing the llama game. And we're off. Oh, you want to do something athletic? Let's go jogging. Ah, I lost you. Right click, right click. I think that's just about going to be it for today. We have, oh, there goes our new clubmate and friend, what's her name? Alexia Blackman. We've got some great stuff done today. We started a new club. We went out to the bar. We edited said bar and gave it some new goodies that we can actually use in our club. Sort of brought it into the new get-together friendly sim universe. We also got our promotion today, and we expanded our pool to a 2x1 and actually went swimming in it. We do have 1,000 simoleons, we could afford to grow it some more, but you know what, it's just not high on the priority list for now. I just think it's fun to have a 1x2 pool in my backyard that is completely useless. I'd like to, in the future, maybe tomorrow's episode, do a little more exploring in the neighborhood. I haven't really seen... You're kind of limited on how far you can go on these current lots. That's a divergence from Sims 3. In Sims 3, you just sort of told your sim to go and they went. And... let's see, I can kind of look around and see other houses and lots, but... what is that? Interesting. Where am I? Oh. As always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, go ahead and click the like button if you don't mind, just to show your support. Subscribe to the channel if you like what you're seeing. Feel free to leave me any feedback. I hope you all have a great day, and bok bok, mother cluckers.
Bok, bok.